So it's 4:10 a.m. and I'm up, which makes no sense because I took melatonin by 11:30, you know. But I will say I have been having some of the funkiest dreams, which is kind of cool, I guess. Just gonna take a minute and hopefully I'm gonna go back to sleep. So, waiting to meet Dad for dinner, and Daniel has talked me into going to Goodwill. That's not really up my alley. I mean, it's mostly just junk. So I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm really tired. I took a nap, but I'm kind of running on fumes. Hey y'all. I honestly and sincerely apologize. I mean, this lack of actual footage. I mean, I left the house today, obviously, but I've been feeling a little subpar today, and it's because of the fact that I did not get a lot of sleep. Like I said in that first clip, I woke up ridiculously early and told myself that I was going to be able to go back to sleep at some point if I just laid there, and that never happened. Just to kind of hit the high points on things. I got up, I had my coffee, I sat down and did that Jessica Messica video, which I'm very thankful to everybody for the positive comments on that video. There's a lot of issues in relation to the girl world universe of people separating their online persona with who they are offline. There's a lot of dredging up of people's pasts when the only time I feel like that should actually even be an issue is when you don't learn from it, and when you don't strive to do better and be better. And ideally, I wanted to kind of give some clarity on, to me, where I feel like Jessica was coming from in some of those moments where she was talking about what she had been through and where she's at and how she feels. Because I don't want people to assume that she is simply saying things to say things, or that she is playing a game with people, because there is so much of what she had to say that rang true for me as someone who has been in a recovery program for so many years. I've heard so many similarities with people who are new into sobriety and how they feel and the things that they go through that sound almost identical to some of the things that Jessica had to say. Hey, Mama. There was a lot of really great conversation in the comments, and I thank you guys for that. I don't think that Jessica is where she could be, or don't do that, or, where she should be just yet, but, with time, with effort, with dedication, I believe that she can get there, Hey, can we come over here? Thank you. And I made that pinned comment in the comment section because I had someone tell me that they did not agree with what I shared in the video, which is fine. We can agree to disagree, and that's part of why I said that I don't speak for anybody else but me, and that I'm simply sharing my experiences, because despite the way recovery programs are set up, and there being like a corporate leveled, or whatever the heck you want to call it, each individual group is self-governing. So groups can have an alteration of rule application depending upon the members of the group and how they vote to apply them. So I was not trying to imply that I know everything there is to know. I am human. I am not a professional counselor, and realistically, it's been my experience that most professional counselors don't even know everything there is to know about sobriety, as a large portion of them that I have met are not in sobriety themselves. They're earth people. So I just didn't want there to be any sort of misunderstanding about that. But despite my better efforts to try to do a positive thing, it has kind of bit me. So I went to dinner with my dad and my brother, and had a good time. Just kind of relaxed, my dad bought me a swing, which I wasn't expecting, because I think I had mentioned it at one point that I wanted to get a covered swing, so he beat me to it, which is really nice of him. I may spend some time over the next couple of days putting that together, so you guys may see that at some point. But I got home and sat down to just unwind so that I could kind of decompress, because I want to go to bed early, and got an email. So apparently my induction to the YouTubies is now official. I got an email from someone telling me that I am disingenuous for defending someone like Jessica, that I am a poor example of what a sober person presents themselves to be, that I really should not be giving anyone insight or guidance or information related to sobriety. And they actually questioned whether or not I'm sober or not, which is, like I said in the video, that happens. It is what it is. Simply because I was supporting Jessica, who is newly sober, versus someone like Breezy, who has 6 years of being sober. So yeah, it's gotten drama filled. I did not respond, and I will not respond, because that person who was so bothered as to send me an email telling me about myself without actually asking me why I said what I said, or what experiences I've had to lead me to develop the position that I have on things, it would do no good to respond, So, such as it is, I take it in stride. But I know this. I am not worried. If anybody wants to speculate, you are 100% entitled to that. That is your opinion. But I am not here to argue with people. I am not here to fight. I am not here to stir up drama. I am here simply giving my perspective on things that I see. And this just happened to be something that I could speak to with a fair amount of clarity and certainty based on what was said and how it was said, and that's all. So it kind of caught me by surprise. But for those of you guys who do actually care enough to follow me, who value my opinion or, my insight on whatever, messages like this or occasions like this will not deter me. Because, let's be honest, if anything that I can share with somebody is beneficial to them in any way, is beneficial to that person or to others in any way, then I see no problem with doing so, and I won't ever see a problem with it. I said it in the comments at one point. I am 100% behind people who want to change their lives and themselves for the better, no matter what the issue may be. And I don't and can't really have any pity for people who are comfortable in their stagnation. That is just my way. And anybody who has issue with that may need to probably do some self-evaluation, because why would you be upset with someone lending actual positivity and support to somebody who's in a situation that can be very trying for people? All I can surmise is that, people are very angry these days, especially over things that they can't control, and misery loves company. That's the only thing that I can think. But for anybody out there who thinks that sort of behavior is going to work with me, I hate to rain on their parade, but I'm not that one. It doesn't work with me. It never will, because unlike a lot of people in this girlverse, I am incredibly grateful for everything that I have in my life, including those of you who care enough to keep track of what is going on with me, who want to hear what I have to say, because in the great wide scheme of things in this world, I am a literal nobody, so that means a lot. I haven't mentioned it previously, but as a part of my day-to-day sobriety routine, I actually take a time to sit down and do gratitude lists to acknowledge the things that I have been given by this great wide universe, So those are the things that will forever keep me grateful and will stave off any misery that is sought to try to project onto me or anybody else. So please know that. It would be wasted energy. But I know that I will be praying for the person that sent me that email, because obviously there is something unsettled in them that needs to be resolved. and I hope they find their way. I'm sorry, like I said, this whole vlog thing was kind of like a nothing burger again, and it's mostly just me talking about what has gone on, but I just had to say it before I went to bed because I didn't want you guys wondering why I didn't upload anything today, because like I said, I did tell you all that I was going to follow that 30 and 30, and I tried so hard to actually record today. And there was some stuff that I had made an attempt to record that somehow didn't record. I don't know how I managed it. But today I was not just physically exhausted, but a little mentally exhausted too. And, it does, I think it shows in all of the stuff from today, whether it be the little bit of footage that I got or this. So I am going to call it a night, and I'm going to turn in and hopefully get some much needed rest, because tomorrow's a new day in this great adventure that we call life, and I want to face it with a full battery. So thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you listening to me. Tomorrow will be a better day. See you then. Bye, y'all.